COVID-19 is a virus spread through respiratory droplets. Those droplets can be spread through things like talking, laughing, coughing, and even singing. So because these are all daily interactions that we have with other people, we need to make sure that we're taking all the precautions necessary to stop the spread of COVID. The first and the most important way to stop the spread of any disease is hand washing and practicing good hand hygiene. The way we're going to do this is anytime you come into contact with something that might be contaminated, you're going to want to either wash your hands with warm water and soap for at least 20 seconds or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer like this one. When you're using the alcohol-based hand sanitizer, you'll take a pump of it in your hand and you'll rub it in all over your hands until it's all the way dry. Once it's all the way dry, you know it's safe to be able to touch your face or whatever objects you were wanting to touch. The second way that we can prevent the spread of COVID is by social distancing. When you're out in a public space, you're going to want to try and maintain at least 6 feet between you and the person next to you. When we are social distancing, we also want to use a mask. Anytime you're in public or in a setting, especially when you can't be socially distanced from the people around you, you're going to want to make sure to wear a cloth mask.
Wearing a cloth mask is a really good way of protecting yourself and others from the spread of COVID-19. But it's really important that we're going to want to make sure that we're wearing our cloth mask properly. So the first thing that we're going to want to do before applying our mask is you're going to want to wash your hands for 20 seconds with soap and water or with a alcohol-based hand sanitizer. So once our hands are clean, we can go ahead and grab our mask by our ear loops or straps, depending on the kind you have. And we're going to go ahead and place it on our face. So once it's on our face like this, you're going to want to make sure that you adjust it, make sure it's tight around the nose, that we're pulling it down on our chin, and that all 4 corners of our mask are as tight as to our skin that we can get them without restricting your breathing. So while we have our mask on, you're going to want to ensure that we're not touching the exterior of our mask. If we do, we're washing our hands good or using, again, the alcohol-based hand sanitizer. And while we have our mask on, you also want to make sure that we're not pulling it down on our necks here or putting it up on our foreheads. If you have to remove your mask, you're going to want to restart the process all over again. When we go to remove our mask, again, it's really important that we're not touching the outside of our mask at all with our hands. So the first step is we're going to either untie your straps or grab your ear loops like this. You're going to pull it out away from your body and go ahead and enclose the outside of your mask like this. Again, you're making sure you're not touching the outside and that the contaminated portion is within the side or within the mask. So once you have it like this, you're going to want to make sure that we're not touching our face or our body with any part of our hands until we've done proper hand washing. So then we're going to take this and we're either going to dispose of it or we're going to start the washing process.
The CDC recommends that each time you wear your mask, you'll want to wash it properly. So when throwing it in the washing machine, you can just throw it in with your normal clothes. Make sure there's laundry detergent in the highest temperature of water possible, and just run it through the cycle. If you're going to wash it by hand, you'll want to use a bleach water mixture. So first you'll just want to take a bleach like this, check the label, make sure that it's not past its expiration date and that it is used for disinfectant, because some bleaches may not be. Once you do that, you will take 5 tablespoons of bleach mixed with a gallon of water, or 4 teaspoons of bleach mixed with a quart of water, and you'll just mix the solution thoroughly. You'll soak your mask in it for 5 minutes, and once this mask is done soaking, you can take it out and rinse it with cool or warm water. To dry your mask, you can, again, throw it in the dryer with all of your clothes. Just make sure it's highest temperature possible, or you can lay it out to air dry. You'll just take it out of the solution, lay it flat, and just let them completely dry. And your mask should always be completely dry before you wear it the next time. By wearing masks and properly washing them, we can prevent the spread of COVID-19.